Hey, this is Majinoni, and here's some comic reviews for you. First up is Justice League Dark Seed uh, War Shazam #1. What can I say about this wonderful, wonderful book? Um, the one thing I can safely say without causing too much discomfort to myself is I think the artwork is actually really, really good. There's a lot of really strong panels. Um, there's some really good the way the battle sequences go. Overall, that part was just very, very pleased. Um, as I was reading the story of Billy and getting trapped in this crazy battle, crazy war, cosmic war that's going to define the fate of the universe, I just kind of made a self-realization that I hate this book. I hate this book with every fiber of my being, and it has completely soured me from buying any more of these one-shot spin-offs from this nonsense tie-in. That's all I can really say about that. Okay. New Avengers. It's all new. It's all different. They have some funny moments at the beginning with Falcon and Tony Stark. If you also notice, we have a very famous artist, Adam Kubert, who's taken up the art for this wonderful Avengers book. What we really have here is basically, in a sense, two teams that are working right now. And working is just loosely. You have Falcon and Tony. I'm sorry, Captain America and Tony. And then eventually Miles Morales comes in. And you have these three on one path. And then you have Miss Marvel and Nova teaming up. And Miss Marvel is a real, I won't say the exact word, but it rhymes with itch. And she's not very nice to Nova. And granted, Nova's a boy. He's, young. He's got some hormones. Maybe he handles things a little too rough for her taste, because he almost damages a laundromat that has been there for generations. And that's very important to her, that laundromat. And they don't get off on the right foot, and things don't go well. Sam tries to be nice, says, "Hey, let's go for coffee," and she's just like, "Bye." So that's kind of an interesting thing, and I get why she's doing that. That's that cultural thing. She's nervous. She's embarrassed. She's like nervous. She doesn't know how to handle the situation. I get it, but comes off pretty poorly though. And so eventually what's going to happen is these two groups are going to eventually meet together, and then they're going to form what you see on the cover. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm curious to see how this is going to work out, because this is not the strongest team in the world, but we'll see. I look forward to next month. The Ultimates, where you have a bunch of characters who are going to solve the major problems that require ultimate solutions for the universe. And the first task is Galactus. Now, the art, I think, is good at times. And then other times, like some of the faces, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. But basically what it looks like is they're going to try to cure Galactus' hunger. And that seems to me a lot more interesting than just what I originally thought it was going to be, where it was just going to be a fight book. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I think what they really did strong with this Ultimates book, at least for me, was it opened up curiosity. And while I don't necessarily agree with the character makeup, because I really don't think that this is the strongest team that you can possibly get. I think there are some strong members. You can have some good character dynamics, potentially, even though it's pretty much like a cross between Mighty Avengers and the regular Avengers. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I don't believe they're going to keep this cosmic thing up for long, because we all know this kind of stuff gets derailed eventually. But I think that if you compare this to the Ultimate version, I think this is a great, fantastic start, and it just gets rid of all the garbage and baggage of the old. So, good job. Uncanny Avengers. Okay. This is pretty much your fight issue. Not a lot of story, but I won't spoil it. They do talk about Reed in this issue. And they do talk about Reed's fate in this issue. So I thought that was an interesting place to put it. But it makes sense because it is with Johnny. Johnny's the one who's talking about it. They're still fighting the Inhuman, and the Inhuman guys pretty much kicking their butts. And we have, I think, what's going to get a fan base very excited is the surprise guest at the end of this book, who is going to be coming into the team, to help them out next issue. I can give you a clue. This hero is a longtime favorite, poorly drawn at times, and he is the name, I should say. The hint for the name is, if you would like, the clue hint is, this service is necessary if you want to watch HD television and for anything other than local broadcasting. There you go. That's your clue. I'm actually enjoying this book. I wish there's more Deadpool dialogue, though. That's the only drawback, but there's just so much stuff going on. I think if they gave Deadpool too many lines, I think that would have then bogged it down. And I think with the Reed part was very important to throw in. So I give that plus also. I enjoyed it. All new Wolverine. I thought I'd give it a try. I tried it. And I guess my experience as I was reading this book would be similar to, like, for an example, imagine if you lived in Chinatown, or near Chinatown, I should say, and you go into Chinatown often to eat wonderful Chinese food, and it's very good. And then one day you're doing a road trip and you're in Kansas, and on the highway there's Chinese food, and you eat it. That was my experience in reading this book. It, to me, Wolverine brings a certain style, a certain finesse, a certain dialogue. And to me, this just isn't Wolverine. It's just a girl in a costume who dresses like Wolverine and has claws. And no offense that it's a girl, it's the fact is she's a girl. It could have been a boy, and I would still say the same thing, in the sense that it may dress like Wolverine, but it's not Wolverine. Just like that Chinese food in Kansas may look like Chinese food, but it's not. And basically, she's helping out some guy because he's getting assassinated. And surprise, you get to find out who's doing it at the very end. And we get a guest star of the Angel at the end also. Rest assured, I will not be buying this all-new Wolverine. It's not good. No, it's not good at all. The art is average. Story is just, It's all new for sure, but it's not Wolverine. All right, Carnage. Basically, what happens is Carnage is at a diner and he sees one day that a survivor from his first killings is alive, and he goes berserk because he's got to go kill that person. Well, little does he know that, or maybe he does know, that it's basically a trap. You know, they basically are using her as bait, and they're trying to kill Carnage. Which obviously doesn't work. And they end up having to chase Carnage into a mine. Now, the art for me at times looked good because I was like, you know what? This is going to be a darker book. It's going to be grittier. There's going to be a little bit more violence. So I'm starting to really appreciate the art style. And there's other times when I'm looking at the faces, you know, like, and I'm just like, this is a piece of shit, you know. And so, but I kept reading it through, and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking this has potential. This could be interesting. You're gonna have a group of soldier type people. They're gonna go into a mine, and they're just gonna get ripped apart by Carnage. And this is what happened. I swear to God on my life. The movie Angel. So, like, if you can imagine, this was my movie Angel, and he appeared behind me, and he said, Majin, how many times have you seen a trailer to a horror movie that looked amazing? It had blood, carnage, it looked like it was going to be gory and beautiful, a symphony of violence, kind of like what this book here is. Kind of showing you it could be. And how many times by the time you finish that movie you wish you never rented the movie because the movie was utter garbage, the acting was poor, and the gore looked fake. It was full of plot holes, and it was very painful to watch. And in fact, you even went to the bathroom and got drinks without pausing because it didn't matter if you missed anything. This is Carnage. And that's the voice. I swear, that was the voice. And I'm afraid. I really want to stand behind this. I'm gonna get I swear, I'm gonna keep getting it. And I'm gonna punish myself. I can only hope that it does deliver. I think the cover is fantastic. And it really sets the mood that some bad stuff is going to happen. I'm hopeful. But I think I'm going to be let down. I really do. But we'll see. That's some reviews for this week. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Like, share. Let me know what you guys liked, did not like this week, and we'll have some more stuff later. So until next time.